Hello there. I'm Chris Mocko. Welcome to my crib. All right, you've just met Ridley the dog. She is the best athlete in the house, and also the first female that has ever loved me. This is the front patio where a lot of the post-run stretching goes down. I don't think I've ever eaten on this table, but I've definitely sunbathed on it. And this is catch destination number 2 when I'm too lazy to play in the back with Ridley. Let's take a look inside. Welcome to the living room. The TV is on. We have ESPN on 24/7. Apparently for dogs, it's good to have voices in the background. So Ridley spends a lot of time by herself. Having the voice of the TV certainly helps. It also really helps with me knowing everything about the NBA playoffs. This is the first place where a lot of the magic happens, the kitchen. Most important thing, coffee maker, stove, chips, sink, a ton of water bottles. Do I live with athletes? Absolutely. We have this pressure cooker, which is really interesting. We've used it once so far. I have a feeling it's not going to last much longer, but apparently it just cooks everything in a third the time. Hey Rids, let's take a look at the fridge. Unfortunately, I'm heading off to the East Coast in a day, so none of this food is mine. The only things I can claim are the peanut butter and 2 eggs, so that's all the food I have for my final day here. But you can also notice there is no beer. When I'm trying to train hard and not drink, one of the key things I do is just not put any drinks in the fridge. The specialty of the house is actually sparkling water, so this is a Costco exclusive Spindrift. It's delicious except for the cucumber flavor. Oh, and our first Kirkland signature product of the day. Very cool. Again, freezer's not gonna have a lot of interesting things, mostly because I haven't been to Costco in a while. We've got some taquitos, some flautas, and then of course, the secret waffle drawer. Egos and something healthy, disgusting. All right, that's the end of the kitchen. I apologize, it wasn't more entertaining. Oh, I guess I should have shared the drawer as well. So this is my cupboard. It's mostly bowls, but I've got this top shelf up here, and you can see a bunch of Costco products. Got some oatmeal, a little bit of cereal, some mixed berries, and of course, extra peanut butter. I'm really sorry, guys. I usually have much more interesting things. Anyways, that's the top floor. We're gonna head down to the important floors now. I need to clean up. There's probably some cleanup that needs to do in those rooms. Get rid of all of the women's clothes that have been lingering around from the past couple weeks. But we'll be back in a second. Okay, we are all done with the showering and cleanup. I've got my Mountain Outpost sweet new t-shirt on, and I'm ready to take you downstairs. Here we go. Whoa! First stop, the bathroom. All right, this is what the bathroom of champions looks like. The most important thing to show here is probably the shower. I just got out of it, but this blew my mind. Talk about basement life. Okay. Oh, I'm super dirty. Let's put on the overhead rain shower. Oh no, I'm more in a fountain kind of mood. Boom, switch over to that. Rain shower, side shower, rain shower, side shower. Oh yeah, pretty impressive, I know. That was definitely something very cool the first time I got here. Another cool thing is I've got a view of the backyard, which was awesome when I first moved in here, and Ridley would still bark at me because she didn't know who I was. The pro tip, the dehumidifier. You need this in all basement bathrooms. It gets a little bit wet in here. Turn this guy on, will remove some of the moisture from the air. You can check out my sweet, oh, you can't see my awesome recovery ankle sleeves right now. Toilet is pretty standard. This is where a lot of the action happens in the household. And most importantly, let's check out the countertop. What do we got? Oh, well, first of all, this is no longer necessary because we've got squirrel's nut butter. So goodbye, Vaseline. That was louder than expected. A couple products up here, nothing of interest. Actually, this is of interest. This is the very first bottle of cologne I ever got in my life in the 8th grade. I use it so frequently that I still have it. But my go-to, if I really need it, is Mambo by Claiborne. Mambo, ladies and gentlemen. Something I like to do when I'm pacing athletes or in a big race is put on some nice cologne so that when they're running behind me, they know what's going on. And let's finish up with some drawers. What do we got in here? Some Crest White strips that I've never used. Horrible purchase. A bunch of travel stuff. Oh, I wanted to point out one thing. Check this thing out. Traveled to Japan and the hotel I stayed at gave us these little toiletry packs. This is the tiniest toothpaste I've ever seen. I don't even know if it would last one use. And then something I'm kind of embarrassed to admit, I have picked up some melatonin ultra, which I assume meant for ultra runners. I don't use it very often. I try not to rely on it, but it has come in handy during a little bit of travel, but most importantly post-race when I'm so sore and so worried about falling asleep that this helps knock me out. And the last drawer, what do we got in here? Some Q-tips. Oh, one of the most important things in the house, the beard trimmer, which I actually haven't been using much because if you've noticed, this guy is growing in quite a bit. Oh, and then, of course, absolute requirement is a little bit of protection. Don't worry, I borrowed that box from my brother. That is not actually what I use. Yeah, this is just expiration date 2015. Yeah, these haven't been used in a while. But it's kind of a good way for me to remember a lot of the people that I've dated in the past. I think these guys were the cheapest latex-free condoms on Amazon. A girl had a latex allergy, bought these, never used them. These are entirely too large. And yeah, what does this say? 2020. Yeah, I hope they get used by 2020. It's important to have protection, but yeah, there's a reason that these are in the bathroom and not in the bedroom. They do not get used very often. All right, let's head across the way to the bedroom. Why are all the doors closed in the house? I'll give you one very good reason. And she's laying somewhere up there. Ridley the dog. If you leave anything open, she will get into it. Okay, the bedroom. Welcome. Where to begin? I am traveling tomorrow, so I have my little corner here of travel gear. I already have my outfit set out. We're going with the squirrel's nut butter top, a little Lululemon hoodie. I don't actually use this TV very much anymore, but it was from the old house, so I decided to keep onto it just in case I need it in the mornings. The medals from this year, I'm not big on keeping medals, but I like to keep them during the year, so I think I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races so far this year, so not too shabby. No clue who this guy is, but there's a reason that there's a poster lying on the ground. Right behind it is my laundry basket. Trying to keep you guys protected from the laundry. I got a couple cool stickers from some of my favorite brands. This outlet is super important. All the chargers are gone because I've actually put them away for travel, but this is where I charge my Garmin, my headphones, my iPod. All of that stuff happens right here, so crazy. You're seeing where it actually goes down. I've got a recovery drawer, got a trigger point roller, got a roll recovery R8, got a stick, a softball, a yoga mat I still have yet to use, my PJs, my TV table for dinner. This entire drawer is full of hydration stuff, so that gets frequented quite often. This mat is actually quite handy, so it's kind of thicker than your typical yoga mat, and this guy just kind of always hangs out here. This is where a lot of the core happens. That six-pack of mine doesn't happen on its own, and mostly for stretching. And over here we've got some Roctane, some protein powder. There's not enough room in the kitchen for it, so it lives here instead. I've got a couple books. I've been meaning to read a book. I've started The Shack about 4 times, have never finished it. I've promised myself that I'd read the car manual for Daisy, my Kia. That never happened. This is what I thought was my autobiography, a book I picked up at Barnes & Noble probably 11 years ago, because the Barnes & Noble in Palo Alto definitely does not exist anymore. I've been trying to give it as a gag gift. I've not found a person who would be worthy of such a gift, so instead it sits there with the price tag still on, so I can return it just in case Barnes & Noble ever returns to business. Laptop, iPad has seen better days, but it still works, so it's charging, probably downloading some TV for the road. Ooh, this is a good thing. All right, another pro tip. This is an USB extension. See how long this is? I can plug in my iPhone charger to this, and that allows me to leave my phone over here. I can text in bed. I can walk around the room. It is awesome. Highly recommend that. Some other things. I've got a hat covering up my super cool Dream Machine alarm clock. I love goo. This is actually kind of cool to show off some of the hats. So this Mocko hat was designed and made for Western States last year by my roommates Chris and Caroline. There are some still left. So if you're looking for one, you can pick one up today, $25. Just direct message me. Drymax is one of my sponsors. I love their socks. Run steep, get high. I love these guys. Hey, Jam. Western States. Got to keep this up here as a reminder. I had a black one as well. I have no idea where it is. But pro tip on Western States: if you're undecided about which color hat to get, they have a black and a gray one. Just stand there for a while asking questions like, oh, which one should I get? And eventually the volunteer will give you both. So that's an awesome pro tip. Because if you don't get the hat for States, it's very difficult to prove it. Kept a couple of my trophies from the year. That Wilson Winery bottle, I didn't actually win, but the race director said I could take it. This is my first ever payday from racing, $400 check from Marin Ultra Challenge. Oh, cover of the magazine, looking awesome. And then this is so cool. Kim Gaylord, who's a local runner, filled up my water bottles during a workout a couple days ago on a really, really hot day, and she left me a note. It was the most adorable thing ever, so I've held on to that. Some scented candles when I have visitors over. They, if you can't tell, have not been used yet. These are actually useful. BCAA capsules have a ton of amino acids. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to do, but it says take them during, before, and after workouts. Supposed to help with recovery and hydration or energy during the workout. I keep these guys around as well, use them for my bottles during workouts, but also when I'm just lounging around trying to make sure I stay hydrated. And this is a recent pickup that's been awesome. These bulk bags, you can put them into the flasks, the goo flasks, but what I like to do is just take off that nozzle and just suck straight from it right before a run. Just you don't have to burn through an entire gel packet, and it serves the same purpose. And then this is kind of my magic corner. These are these really cool boxes that we got for doing patents while I was at Square. And so they used to have champagne in them. Now they have a lot of product for me. So this is the granola bar box. Let's see what's below that. Box number 2, I believe, is gels. So plenty of goo gels. Oh yeah. What's your favorite cup flavor? Mine is definitely chocolate peanut butter. Unfortunately, I heard this might be getting discontinued, but my goodness, it is delicious. I would eat that on its own. Box number 3, I don't even know what's in it. More hydration stuff. I have a bunch of these V Fuels that I got a long time ago. They have a massive amount of sugar, 49 grams of sugar. Never tried them until this past weekend. It was disgusting. I should probably just throw them away. Put that away. And the final box, what do we got in there? Oh, some Pro Bars. I think that was a Costco purchase. And some more Goo Energy, Roctane Energy Mix. So more goodness before runs. So these guys get tapped into right before I begin most of my runs. Very, very essential to staying hydrated and fueled for those guys. And last but not least, the bed. Now I'm gonna admit, I'll be honest with you guys, the pillows are not usually set up this nicely. My kind of go-to setup, and quite conveniently, I'm about to go into nap mode. These guys go over here. I usually put on a good Tom Cruise movie, and then once I have the pillows in position, I do a little number like this. Oh yeah. And if I can find my shirt, I have this amazing USA track and field shirt that has seen better days. That was gifted by one of my buddies, Garrett Heath, when he competed for the US a couple years ago. It also serves as a fantastic sleep t-shirt. And what is a sleep t-shirt? Well, it's very bright outside. Eliminate that brightness. Do one of these guys. Boom! It's nighttime. Whew. Okay, well, that's been the tour. Like I said, I probably should get in a nap right now. I was planning to head over to Pete's and get in a climb up to Mount Tam, but I don't think that's happening today. So instead, nap time, maybe walk the dog. But I hope you enjoyed the tour of the house. This is a lot of footage, so hopefully I can cut this down into a reasonable amount of time so that you guys aren't bored to death. But hashtag basement life, baby. Adios.